Hello, Vault 106. Hi. Hello. Um, I'm here. uh, wasn't really planning on being here. This is a surprise to me and everyone else. Um, yeah, I just felt like streaming today. Um, I really want to play Metro, and Metro is a stream game, so here I am. I did look up a walkthrough, I guess, of the thing I need to do that I got stuck on last stream. Not last stream, the stream before. And it's some bullshit. Like, I almost was like, after I watched it, I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to do this today. But I do. I don't know. I do want to do it, I guess. I want to get through it. But I also kind of got a little spoiler because I didn't watch, like, I watched the walkthrough video, but it involved like the ending of it, and so I know where I'm headed after this, and I'm also not looking forward to that. So I'm like, fuck. I don't know why I play games like this. Like, I don't know. I enjoy the game, and like after, like, I enjoy the story a lot, and the game is fun, but I struggle so hard. But I think that's like every game I play, so whatever. All right, let's get into this. Oh yeah, I gotta do a thing. Give me a second. Um. Okay. Okay. Um. There we go. Oh, Metro. Tell you, Metro's got its hooks in me. Like, I am. Ooh, loud. So loud. Oh, God, can I, like, click through this or something? Jesus. Okay. Oh.
I was born in Moscow.
Does it go through the whole thing every time? I don't think we need to do that. Okay. Let's do this. Fucking
Han led me
cursed.
into Curse Station. The name was no accident. Its people were locked in an endless war for survival.
Ah! Fuck! Wasn't ready! Goddamn. Listen, y'all take care of them. And then I'm gonna go. Ah. Okay, is it done? Can I... I'm probably just gonna have to go at some point. Oh, there's more coming. They probably don't stop, huh? Just get out here and do it. Ooh. They're getting awfully fucking close. Oh. Well, that's different from what I saw. Fuck, I hate this. I hate this so much. And I can't see a goddamn thing. What is this at? Oh, no wonder. Come on, come on. Come on, quickly. I'm so nervous. I'm like fucking scared. They didn't come after me. But they're gonna. Oh! Fuck. Ooh, maybe I'm not ready for this today. Ooh. Fuck you. Hey, fuck. I just tried to right click like it was Left 4 Dead. Ooh. Fuck off. Oh, I guess I need to heal. Hey, hey, where'd you go? Where? Oh. Fuck you. Am I still? Oh, well, I don't have anything, so I'm fucked. Where? Ah! Fuck you! Fuck you! And you! Where the fuck are these bombs? I know they're over here somewhere. Here we go. Oh, good. Oh! Hold on. Don't hit me. Fucking... Okay, what is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. I'm not picking it up. Okay, let's check real quick. Okay, yep. It's time. I'm so scared. They said don't touch those, right? God, that is so eerie. Okay. Oh, fuck. I hate this. I hate all of this. Also... Oh! You asshole. Oh, I hate him. I hate him so much. Ooh, oh shit, I didn't reload. Reload. Am I flashing? Yeah, I'm flashing. Okay. Ooh. Run, run, run. Woo! Oh my fucking god, I did it. Isn't there another place I gotta go, though? What am I stuck on? Ooh. Is this... Oh. Oh, shit. Don't keep shooting. Cover me. Oh, I gotta go up here, don't I? Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I know they're coming. Ooh. Oh, this. Fuck you. Okay. Oh, I gotta... Oh. Mask on, bitch. Okay. Wait, where do I go? Fuck, fuck, run. Oh, and I died. God damn it. Please do not have me do that whole thing over again. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so fucking mad. Okay, good. Good, good, good. I couldn't figure out where the fucking, where the fucking thing was. Let me go ahead and put on my mask. Although maybe I shouldn't, actually. No, I have to. I have to. Oh, fuck. Put it back on, put it on. Quick, 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 quick. You know, it would help if I could aim. Whoops. Sure would. Sure would fucking help. Okay, there it is. So all I gotta do is this, and then run down here. Alright. Fucking golden. Nope, I went the wrong way. This way.
A big war at a small station was won. I won't be going further with you. I'm still needed here. The tunnels have collapsed. If you still want to get to Paris, you'll have to take a detour.
Hi,
you can get to
Juju.
the armory from
Hi.
here, and afterwards you will have to go
I
through
died
the
once,
stations belonging
but I
to the
made it.
Reds and the Nazis. Let's move.
Great. Great.
The smithy is
Oh,
independent
hitting the wrong
station,
button.
so
That's
it
why I
should be
wasn't
no
walking.
problem. But the Reds are another story. They are building a new society, complete with all the lovely police state bonuses, like people informing on their neighbors. At the smithy, look for an acquaintance of mine,
Ooh.
Andrew the blacksmith. Mention my name. He'll
Just
give you a
picking
hand.
that barrel. Can I? Oh. What is this?
A shrine to hope.
Oh.
Even in these times, we can't relinquish the things that make us human.
I gotta get a little more comfortable. Okay. Oh, we gotta go down there. This sucks. Okay, well, let me in.
That's it. Get in.
Well, I'm trying.
Remember, everything depends on you and you alone.
Why?
Until we meet again. Goodbye, Artyom.
Goodbye.
Armory Station was where most of the weapons in the metro were made. There had been an arms factory located above, but after the nukes fell, many of the workers settled here. I was looking for Andrew the Smith, but he found me first.
Oh. What's that mean? Still got my mask on. Don't know if I should. It's a fucking skull. Oh, this place looks nasty. You really want to jump into that? Oh. Oh, it's me now. Great. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Already. Didn't give me a lot of time to fucking... goddamn prepare. Ooh. I hear music. That probably says something like, don't fucking enter here, huh? Is that where I'm supposed to go? Sure is.
Halt! Who goes there?
Ooh.
Stand still!
Hey, loosen up. It's a human. Kill the light already.
Well, you look human. That's all that counts. Come in, this is a free station.
Oh. Okay.
Careful, kid.
Our free station is under the watchful eye of the Reds. Paranoia is the new game in town, so keep yourself below the radar. You understand?
Okay.
Attention!
Don't do weird shit.
Attention!
Gotcha.
Document inspection is currently being carried out at the armory. Please
gonna be
stay
hard
at
for
your
me, though.
registered residences and assist the law enforcement personnel in their work. Be vigilant, comrades. The enemy never sleeps.
Oh boy.
Face to the wall. This is an inspection.
Hey, come on, quit harassing me. I don't swing that way.
Got the
Oh,
bullshit.
I probably don't need
Prepare
this,
for
huh?
inspection.
Oh, I'm always prepared for this. Doctor, could you check my prostate while you're at it? I'm pissing kind of funny. It's glowing. Must be the radiation, huh?
You freak.
Hell. So, you kick the part that attracts you the most? Pretty
What
weak,
is
though.
happening?
What, they don't feed you enough?
He's a fucking comedian. I don't see many of those guys.
Try this on for size, you punk.
What is going on?
Okay, that one was better, but I still think my grandmother could take you.
Let's bring him in. We'll see how his jokes sound at Lubyanka.
Okay.
Hush! And who are you? The comedian's boyfriend? Put your hands
Fuck.
out!
Fuck.
You're under
Probably shouldn't have
arrest.
come in here. Why am I under arrest?
All right. Lay off.
What
Come
did I
quietly.
do? All I did was walk in the door. Oh shit.
Shoot! Run!
I'm gonna kill him!
Oh fuck. I gotta run.
Follow me!
God. God damn it.
Careful, idiot!
Run, Artyom. Why don't you run?
After me!
To the left!
To the left. Where?
There!
Stop, you punk!
Shit.
If there is still a god left in our world,
God damn.
that day he was with me. I had been rescued by Hans' friend Andrew the blacksmith. He would prove to be my ticket out of the communist
He
station.
did say he found me.
But the
He's
only
judging
way
me.
goes through a goddamn battlefield. The front line between the Reich and the Reds. You'll need a disguise. Take these overalls, put them over your clothes. The Reds are rounding up to volunteers to storm the Nazi fortifications. They're about to send a train full of new recruits straight into the fire. But you will be riding the train unannounced. Your seat won't be first class, but you don't have to pay the fare with your own blood either. Once the troop train has passed the roadblocks, you're on your own.
Fuck. Fuck. Am I supposed to follow him? Ooh, guns. I feel like I want that. Probably. And I feel like I probably want that, huh? Maybe? I don't know what that is compared to this. Let's try it. Where'd he go?
Someone's infiltrated one of the raid stations, they say. The service is on alert.
Oh, it's this him. He was waiting for me, huh?
Visit the shops, hone your arsenal while you still can, but don't waste time. The train is on schedule and it's not waiting for you.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Special offers, discounts, best guns from the
Medkits, filters, not
always handy.
Oh, I need a... Oh, nope.
Eh, whatever.
Where's the exchange? Do they have an exchange? They usually do. Oh.
Bullets exchange. You won't find better rates in whole metro.
No, I don't want that. Yeah, I need some of that. Oh, shit. I was doing it the wrong way. Fuck.
Good deal.
Whatever.
Medkits,
I
filters,
can't do
knives.
exchange rates
Everything
very well.
special offers
Math.
dangerous areas. Best guns from the Forge Masters.
You know what?
No?
Where's the train? Is this the train?
It's okay, guys. He's with us. Come on, jump into the hole, Artyom.
Into the hole? What? I don't like this. I'm claustrophobic as shit. I do not like this.
Artyom, you see that luggage hold? Get into it.
Okay, I'm trying. I hate this.
Huh? So, what do you guys think? Let's go, huh?
Oh, I hate this.
Hey, Andrew, is it really safe in there? I wouldn't like to see him fall down onto the rails.
Now that's no first-class carriage. But he's good as dead if he stays. It becomes straight to the Bianca, and that's a one-way ticket.
Whew, okay. I ain't got no choice.
Okay, pick it up.
It's okay. It's all up to you now. Good luck.
Oh my god.
Hello, Sergei Sergeyevich. I have a neighborhood kid here, eager to fight. A true soldier for your cause. We're always looking for young people who embrace our communist ideas. Very well, son. You'll be issued a weapon and uniform immediately. Now, get on the train.
Attention! Civilians are not permitted to board troop trains
Ideals?
without written orders from the commissar.
What they really want
Those attempting
are
to
sheep
falsify
who race
transit
down.
papers,
I need this part to get over quickly.
stowaway or otherwise riding military train without authorization will be arrested for treason.
Hey, look. Metro 2033. Nice. Oh,
Take your
that
places,
scared
everyone.
me.
Attention! The train is ready to depart. All troops under travel orders must board without delay. Any frontline soldier who remains on the platform after the train has left the station will be charged with desertion and shot.
Why did you
Okay.
join the army?
I followed my political beliefs.
Yeah, I kinda
I'm
did.
here for the
I tried to, but
Join the army, they said. See the world,
I don't
they said.
understand the
Huh?
exchange
My father
rate.
was a Red
I know
Army
I should,
soldier, and his
but-
father as well. It's the family tradition.
So tell me, love, is it also
There are
your
things at
tradition to
play.
lose arms and legs on the battlefield?
That's all
They
I'll
were happy
say.
to make those sacrifices.
Sure. Drunks and fools are happy too.
There's a black capsule in my ammo pouch. What is that? An antibiotic?
No.
No.
It's cyanide, in
Yep.
case the enemy captures you.
What? But God forbid suicide. I'd go straight to hell.
Listen, altar boy. A Nazi prisoner is going to hell anyway. Trust me. The pill is faster.
I could never take my own life.
Then give me your
God
pill.
damn.
I'd rather swallow two than rot in one of their Stalags.
Jesus Christ.
Even the apocalypse didn't stop us from killing one another over ideology. I was
Ain't that
about
the
to go
truth?
through the front line between the Nazis and the communists. I've heard they once fought another war, and that the Nazis lost.
But you know that's how it would be, like, during an apocalypse. I mean, we're in, like, a slow apocalypse right now, and we're still just fighting each other. Anyway.
Набой кровавый, истории правый. Вперед, рабочий народ.
Is there a reason I just fucking fell the fuck out?
Comrade, congratulations on your arrival to the front line. I know
Are you
will
fucking
make our
serious?
motherland proud.
Was that supposed to happen?
Lenin's metro and the future of mankind. Now, let's
Dude,
in your
fuck
hands.
this. Oh.
Товарищи, join me in a song. Вставай, проклятием заклеменный.
What the shit?
So are we getting paid or what? Even Marx himself couldn't survive on ideas alone.
Quit your yapping.
Yeah.
Money and will pay in advance. A full clip to each man. But as honorable
Kinda wanna
soldiers,
just kill him,
you're expected to spend that
to be
ammo on the
honest.
enemy.
That's right, Comrade Commissar.
The party teaches that only the communist doctrine can show the true path through the tunnels. Only in the name of Lenin can we restore the glory of our metro and humanity. Only beneath the red banner of the red line.
I don't know what to
can the
do.
outcast, our miserable, the unfortunate rise from their knees and march forward. Marxism is the proverbial light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh! Motherfucker. Now what do I do? Do I just get in it? Like... I didn't mean to shoot. I do this all the time. Fuck. I don't know what to do now. I don't want to reload. Let's see what happens. Alright, because if I die, I have to restart anyway, right? So let's just fucking... Now there's just shooting everywhere. Oh no. They got the big lights on now. Probably looking for me, huh? I can't see shit.
Here you are.
Where?
Got you, rubbish man.
Oh, they see me. Oh, no, they see me this way. Fuck. Oh. I heard grenade, but it didn't, like, occur to me that I should run. Oh, I'm never getting through this shit. I am never getting through this shit. If a level is too difficult, try setting the difficulty to easy. It's already on easy.
Congratulations on your arrival to the front line. I know you will make our motherland proud. The future of Lenin's metro and the future of mankind now rests in your hands. Товарищи, join me in a song. Вставай, проклятием заклеменный, весь мир.
So are we getting paid or what? Even Marx himself couldn't survive on ideas alone.
Now I can't
Quit
see
your
anything.
yapping. Nemo's money and will pay in advance. A full clip to each man. But as honorable soldiers, you are expected to spend that ammo on the enemy.
That's right, Comrade Commissar.
The party teaches that only the communist doctrine can show the true path through the tunnels. Only in the name of Lenin can we restore
I don't know
the
what to
glory
do
of our
here.
metro
I really
and
don't.
Humanity.
Ooh.
Only beneath the red banner of the red line.
See,
and the
if I'd had my finger
Amen.
on the mouse, I would have shot just now. I
I
keep hearing shit.
Marxism is the proverbial light at the end of the tunnel. The party
Say,
teaches
Commissar
that...
Conrad, what does the party teach of the two-headed mutants of the Philly line?
How am I supposed to get past all this?
Well, so much for the entertainment.
Silence, I say! Get your shit together! Follow me!
Here's my wages. I'm just afraid it won't last us long, and we'll die broke.
Enough with the talking! Get out!
See, I don't know where to
Form
go.
up.
I don't know where to go. Oh fuck. Everybody's getting out. Okay. Do not come this way. Fuck, I think they're coming this way. Okay. God, my eyes are watering again. Fuck. I was about to say something, but I'm not gonna say it. My brain wanted me to say it, but I'm not going to. Ooh, get down, get down. Artyom. Get down, you bitch. Get down. I think I'm stepping on stuff. But I don't want to turn my flashlight on, because then they'll see me. Wait, I heard a gun shoot. Did they see my flashlight? No, I think they're just shooting. Oh. Now, where do I go? Turn it off. Oh, wait. Also, do this, though. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, slow and steady. That's what I'm trying to do, but... Ooh, I'm scared. I just know I'm gonna run into somebody. Look, there's like cats and shit. I know this is going loud. Like, it's going loud. I just don't know if I can survive it. There are people everywhere. There's no way I'm getting through this. Okay, nope, I'm lost. It would help if I could fucking see something. Like, I can't see anything. Oh, I'm up high. Let's not do that. I also wasn't crouched, I don't think. I don't like all the guns I'm hearing. All the gunshots. Really don't like it. There's a guy there. He's still there. Oh, he's coming this way. Fuck. Okay, listen. This is stressing me. How am I supposed to get past this fucker? Oh, he almost saw me. Hope he doesn't come over here. Maybe I should get a quiet thing out. You know? Where did he go? Where is he? Ooh, I don't like that. Ah, here he comes again. Okay. I feel like I'm just stuck here. Where'd he go? Ooh, stop. Hit the wrong buttons. There's like a way down over here. There it is. That's where I need to go.
We're fighting like fools, you know? Best. How to do yourself. What? You don't trust me? No, I don't about advancing an inch.
How am I gonna make this? I can't see anything. I don't know where to go. Okay, listen. Why? Why does this happen to me all the time? Okay, listen. I do have to take a BRB though, because I got stuff going on, but yeah, no shortcuts. Well, I couldn't see anything. I was just going. I was just headed towards the light so I could turn it off. Oh, I could change the brightness. I didn't think about that. I should do that. I'm gonna do that. But oh, Gamma 2? Yeah. But yeah, I gotta use the bathroom. Yeah, do it now. You're right. Do it now. I guess I gotta quit to menu, right? Because it's gonna load me anyway. I don't need all that noise. Damn. What would it be under? What am I looking for? I forgot what I was looking for. What am I doing? Video. Okay. Oh, brightness. Right. So turn the gamma now? Down, I mean? Oh, gamma up. Turn it all the way up. More gamma. Okay. Quality low. I feel like I could have higher quality than that. I don't want to push it though. Let's see. I don't know what half of that shit means. Bruce Banner. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will be right back. I have a reputation to uphold. Oh, that's a fucking bear! Holy shit! Oh my god, I'm running. I'm fucking running. Holy shit. What's on fire? What is happening? The negative Ghost Rider. There's bears, there's fires, like, what the fuck? I could use some bear skin, though. Ooh! Oh my god, what is happening? Is that Ralph? I hope somebody gets that reference. Oh, look at him go. Look at him fucking go. Oh, he's going! How far is he gonna go? Also, where's that bear? Oh, is that it? Y'all see a bear around here? Oh, yeah, get lit, you dumb bitch. His friend was like, oh, fuck that. Oh, maybe not. Oh! Oh, those are bad guys. Oh, fuck! Is there more? Oh my god. Get out, get out, get out, get out! Get out, Jason! Get out! You stupid bitch. God damn it, Jason. You dumb fuck. I think she's dead!
Is she?
Oh. Sorry. Oh fuck, they're still babies. Oh fuck.
Oh no.
I just panicked. It turned the light on and off.
Reloading.
Oh no! I cannot believe that just happened. Are you shitting me? Welcome back. Did I just welcome myself back? That was stupid. Alright, whatever. Okay. Oh? Why? Why did that happen? Why? I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens in a game. It freaks me the fuck out. So much. I hate it. Oh my god. You nearly did a spit take.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, I jumped so hard. My mouse just went flying. God damn it. You scared the fuck out of me. Fuck you for scaring me, butthole. Is there a person back there? Ah! Oh god.
really mustn't creep up on people like that.
Shit. God damn it. I'm so mad.
Well, I might ask you the same
Motherfucker.
thing. You're...
Be careful.
Oh.
I know there is babies and dudes.
Ah! Oh my god. Launch yourself at me, you asshole. Ah! Sorry. God damn it. Sorry. Ah.
Look, he looks completely white.
He's still alive too. Hey, dummy. Oh! Oh, he hits back, huh? Give me your fucking teeth. I have a reputation to uphold. Oh, that's a fucking bear! Holy shit! Oh my god, I'm running. I'm fucking running. Holy shit. What's on fire? What is happening? The negative Ghost Rider. There's bears, there's fires, like, what the fuck? I could use some bear skin, though. Ooh! Oh my god, what is happening? Is that Ralph? I hope somebody gets that reference. Oh, look at him go. Look at him fucking go. Oh, he's going! How far is he gonna go? Also, where's that bear? Oh, 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 is that it? Y'all see a bear around here? Oh, yeah, get lit, you dumb bitch. His friend was like, oh, fuck that. Oh, maybe not. Oh! Oh, those are bad guys. Oh, fuck! Is there more? Oh my god. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Get out, Jason. Get out. You stupid bitch. God damn it, Jason. You dumb fuck. I think she's dead.
Is she?
Oh. Sorry. Oh fuck, they're still babies. Oh fuck.
Oh no.
I just panicked. It turned the light on and off.
Reloading.
Okay, I'm back. I have returned. I appreciate you sticking around, and thank you for banning that person. Oh, fuck. Am I? It doesn't show I'm muted. Oh, okay. I was like, oh shit, what happened? I thought something broke. Which wouldn't surprise me. Ah, gotcha. It's all good. But thank you for banning that person. I appreciate that. I was about to do it, and then you got it. Yeah. So listen. I thought I could do Metro today, and I did, and we got further than, we were. So progress has been made. But I don't think I can continue Metro right now. But I am gonna keep streaming. So I do still want to hang out and stream and stuff. There's something I kind of want to do. It's like my hyper focus right now. So maybe we'll do that. Let me close Metro. Oh. You know what? Didn't have my headphones on. So I can't hear what y'all hear. Now I can. Okay.
How hopeless!
Sorry. I know that's all really loud. Okay. Um... Let's get this going. I have to open some things first. Oh, let me switch my category and all that stuff. Wait, I want to keep that part. Excuse me. I had a little burp there. My bad. Excuse me. Sorry. I had a snack in between the BRB. Not in between, during. Sorry, I'm trying to do like 5 things at one time. Okay, I think that's good. And now the game. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of viewers. Okay, that's updated. Now... Oh. Well, no, I still can't. It's loading. We're getting there. Oh, what is this? No. Okay. There we go. You know what? We're going to play on stream for a little bit, and then I'm going to switch to this pagoda world, because I'd like to show y'all that world. It's coming along very nicely. It's very pretty. Oh, I did. Okay, so after I streamed the other day, I did play a little bit of this and found some iron. And I'll show you how far down I had to go just to fucking get this shit. I had to go. Wait, I didn't go down there. Oh, that's right. I turned this way. All the way down here. All the way under here. It was like way the fuck over there somewhere. But yeah, we got a little bit of iron. Now I gotta figure out what else the fuck we needed for that saw thing. Oh yeah, look. There's koalas. Aren't they cute? I love koalas. They're dumb as shit. What do we need to make this thing? Stone slabs. Logs. Or just any wood? Logs. Okay. Okay. Oops. That's a cobblestone. I wonder if cobblestone will work. Probably not, huh? That's fine. We'll go ahead and cook some stone then. Just in case. Do I have logs? Yeah, I do. Let's try this. Nope. Of course not. I need the goddamn stones. Alright, fine. I should put some music on. I don't know what to play though, cause I love Spotify, cause fuck them. But I know some music I could play that I think I could get away with on YouTube, but not on here. So I won't do that. No, not that. There we go. I forget why the fuck we needed that, but we needed it for something. Oh, right, because I have to use it to make, something. I guess we'll put it out here somewhere. What did they need? Oh, I can't see what they need because they're asleep. Is that the sun coming up or going down? I think coming up. I think I needed some sort of... Right, framed oak. So, what do I do? Oh, these are all the people that can make them. Okay. Okay, I think I understand how to use this. I don't know what kind he needs, though. I guess just framed, right? Okay. Let's see. Hopefully. Oh, fuck, I'm in the fire. Get out of the fire, stupid! Even in this game. Jesus Christ. Who's my builder? This person. Who are you? Kanan. Okay. Tell me what you fucking need. There you go. Now finish building, please. Go ahead and get rid of these. Wait, am I? What mode am I in? Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I was about to say, why aren't you building? Whoops. Sometimes these people giggle and, like, talk and stuff, and I don't expect them to. Because, like, they don't do it very often, but then when they do, it scares me. So I'm like, who the fuck's talking? probably should keep these up for a little bit so I know where the boundary is, but it should tell me the boundary anyway. So, getting rid of these because they're a little bit of an eyesore. For me, anyway. Town hall's kind of big. I guess it's gotta be. Also, I totally forgot what style we were building in. Oh, medieval oak. That's right. I remember now. I should probably put that in the game's, like, name so I remember. But this this mod pack is pretty cool because, like, they do the building. I'm probably gonna get 2 builders going. It does take them a little while to build. So let's work on getting more materials for them, I guess. Can I get this? Yeah. There we go. I feel like this isn't as exciting as Metro was, but I need something kind of chill today. Because I decided to stream to distract myself. And then I played a game that was stressful. Which did not help. Oh yeah, I forgot it has this in it. I should have done this. Get out of the hole. Let's find a place to... Oh, actually, let's... What did I use for the builder's hut? A door, I think. Let's make another one of those. Oh, I don't have to. I have another builder's hut. Oh, I must have made it already. Okay. Okay. Wait, what the fuck is the front door? Maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, we need oak planks, we need dirt, crafting table, coarse dirt again. Oh, that's where the other oak door went. I don't know how to make a barrel. Guess I'm gonna learn. Okay. So we're gonna work on that then. Oh. It would help if I used the right tool, huh? You know what? I probably have enough at this point. Nope. Oh, is it finished? Sweet. It's a little lower in the ground than I meant for it to be, but whatever. Alright, what do you need then? Okay. Come in here and tell me what you need. Come on. Hello? Dude, tell me what you need. Oh. Oh my god, if you don't get your ass in here. Come here. I can't give you the resources until you tell me what you need. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna have to. I don't want to. Thank you. Oh my god. I still don't know what he needs. We'll do this. This. Let's do this too. Okay. Let's figure out how to make an oak barrel. I also don't remember how many of those we need. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. I think it only took us like 2 or 3 in-game days to get this done. So that's not bad. Still wish they would tell me what they needed. Oh, I need to plant some of these oak trees. Because we need more. We're gonna need a fuck ton. Ooh. Where'd I get peaches from? Okay. I gotta wait for it to be like night, I guess.
Where's the courier?
Oh, right. Okay. Oh my god, whatever. Here, do it this way. There we go. Gonna need one of these.
Without this, I can't work.
Yeah, I know.
If you say so.
I do. Okay. It should be night enough. Hopefully. There we go. Are y'all gonna go work? Hello? Hello? Oh, the trader showed up. What's up? Don't lose your llamas. Or are they alpacas? I don't know. Nope, they're llamas. It says it right above them. Are you gonna go work? Can you... Hello? Fine, I'll go see... Okay. Oh, you know what? Let's help out. Can I have that, please? Thank you. Get rid of this shit. So, I guess my goal is going to be to at least get started on the town hall. To get the second builder's hut done. And to try to get the town hall at least started. I feel like that's a good goal. I think we can do that. If this motherfucker doesn't start working.
This is not what was promised to me. This housing stinks.
Yeah, I know the housing sucks. I'm trying. Hello? Why'd you take your hat off? What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know what the fuck is happening. Okay, well, let's... I don't know if y'all heard Manaphylaxis. How am I supposed to teach a recipe when all I can do is a 4x4? I don't know. I don't understand why he's not building or doing anything. Did I not... Did I not click on the thing? Oh. That would be why. God damn it. Okay. Now, thank you. There we go. Hay bale, oak fence, torch. More torches. Are boats buildable? Like bigger than the rafts? Kind of, but they don't function. Like, it depends on the build you go with. Like, I think you can do like a harbor and stuff. And there's like aquatic builds and stuff or styles that you can go with. Um, I haven't tried any of those. I haven't built any boats yet, but not workable boats, I don't think. And right now I'm working on the medieval oak style town that we have for stream. The one that I'm doing completely survival. And a little bit, once I reach the goal for this one, I'm going to switch over to the pagoda town I have that's really fucking pretty. Let's go check on the other builder. I forgot where the other builder's building now. Because I took away the thing. Oh, it's over here. Okay. Well, we got one goal done. We got started on the town hall. Let's see. What did we need? Campfire, hay bale, ladder, door. What was it again? Whoops. Was it that? Is that not what it said? Is that not literally what it... Oh, it's gotta be logs. God damn it. Do I have logs? Fuck no. Okay. Wait, I thought I... Oh, I guess I turned them into planks. My trees are starting to grow. Little koala. So cute. Where's he going? Hmm. I'm so confused. Also, what was I doing? Oh. I don't like a hay bale. Oh, just a fuck ton of wheat. Okay. I have 3 barley. So what? I gotta grow wheat? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Can I not? Know what I need to do. It's a lot. Oh. Let's go ahead and drop this off. Oh, I just need 1 hay bale. That's not bad. Not the fish. Okay. Luckily, the water's not too far away. I'm trying to make an infinite water source out here. Let's put it over here. Okay. You gotta be careful running on the sand too, because sometimes, if you're not careful, the sand will just fall out from beneath you. If it's a certain kind of sand. But I didn't see any of the sparkles that shows that it's that. But it's happened to me before. And now we have infinite water. Oh, right. I was like, why did I do that? Oh, yeah, because I need wheat. Okay, let's start a little farm out here. I didn't keep a hoe for me. Motherfucker. Oh, whoops. Whoops. I think I can go out that far with it. Let's find out. Oh, it went out too far, I think. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's get all the wheat seeds. Wheat. Oh, wait. That's right. Okay. Definitely need ladders. I don't remember how to make a ladder, I'm just trying. Okay, that works. I know the next thing we're building. Well, maybe a tavern first. Oh yeah, he just disappeared. Let's go see how the other actually first. I mean, it's getting there, I guess. What do you need? What do you need? Stop running.
Without this, I can't work.
I thought I gave you a shovel. Oh, you probably used it all, huh? Take mine then. Alright, you got a shovel. Now work. Oh. Why do you need dirt? Oh, my eyes. Fuck. God, that was really running. Let's plant some more oak trees around. Will that grow in coarse dirt? I don't even know. I mean, those plants are, so I assume so. I think I'm about ready to switch over to the other pack. And check on that one. Play that one a little bit. Which, even after stream, that's probably what I'm gonna play. I gotta stretch my legs out. Whew. Okay. Sorry, Manaphylaxis brought me something. Let me see if I can do this without fucking any of my green screen up. Oh, sorry if that was loud. So, this is the world I've been working on today. This morning I was working on it. And I really like it so far. We've got, I think this is the tavern? Yeah, this is the tavern. Hey, there's music. Over here we have, what is this? I think this is the builder's hut? Yes, this is the builder's hut. And across from that we have a hospital. Because, you know, builders can be clumsy sometimes. Oh no, there's a rabbit stuck in the hospital. Whoops. Well, oh wait, is there an upstairs? Oh, what's up here? Okay, just some storage. I haven't been in all of these buildings. Over here we have a restaurant. The cook needs a bunch of shit. I haven't stocked them up with food. There's children in the village. We've got a bakery over here. Thank you, thank you. Oh, you know what? Let's go inside the bakery. Let's see what it looks like. So we got a little seating out here. That's nice. Got a cake. And then right here, I like this. A little sale area. that you can come to and buy stuff. I like it. And then we've got the cookery. I'm gonna fly a little bit. We got a house. I like the houses too. It's pretty cool. Oh look, there's food. Got a bunch of beds up here. This is a lot of beds. Holy shit. We've got another variant on the house. Oh, I like this little separation. That's kind of nice. That's cool. I also... well, I didn't build this. I mean, it came with the style pack. This is just a small garden, which I really like. I never thought about doing that. That's a good idea. Sometimes I learn things from like these packs and stuff, like ideas of how to build things or how to do things. It's kind of neat. Alright, let's go to... There's also another park here. This one's not a park. I think this is a graveyard. It's like honoring ancestors and stuff. This is, I believe, the town hall. Yeah. It's got all kinds of seating and stuff. There's an upstairs. How do I get there? Oh, here. Oh, I haven't been up here. Oh, this is cool. Whoa. Oh, there's more. Oh, nice. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Hey, you can see the university from here. That's cool. Ooh, a 3-bed. Okay, I'm lost. Oh, I'm literally right here. Okay. Ooh. I haven't built a whole lot. There's still plenty more to do. But I do have a university over here, which is really neat. I love this open area. And the trees and stuff, like, love that. And then up here, I've got, what is this? I think I have like a mine and maybe a smeltery. Yeah, I think this is a smeltery. Yep. But yeah, this is what I've been fucking hyper focused on. This is cool. Ooh. Okay. Neat. Oh, cool. I want to go see all that stuff. I was like, how the fuck did I get down here? It just goes in a circle. I got a lot of flowers on me. But yeah, this is what I've been hyper focused on. Just been doing this. Just building shit. I picked this location mostly because of the sakura trees, but also because it's like in the middle of like 5 different biomes. So, but yeah, that's it. I said I was gonna play this a little bit. I might just play this off stream because it's a lot of tedious like building and stuff. Um, but I'll share more of this on stream later, like next time. So I guess I'm gonna call it here. Um, been going for a couple hours, and this was a surprise stream. So, but thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Um, yeah. Crafting is an okay thing to be hyper focused on. It's fun, you know. I feel like I can be creative and stuff. Even though like this, it like builds it for you, but like still, there's like town layouts and everything, and you know, it's fun. Um, but yeah, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I hope everyone's doing well, and I might not see y'all on Tuesday. I might not be here Tuesday. We'll see. But either way, I'll catch y'all next week. Bye.